Welcome to the Turnbuckle. I'm Nikki J.
I'm Daniel.
Kyle.
We're going to be talking about wrestling news, or anything that happens in wrestling.
Oh, that's what we're talking about?
That's what we're going to be talking about.
Fuck, I gotta go.
Yeah, I'm not ready at all for this.
Most of it's going to be in WWE, of course, but we're going to be talking about anything that happens in Lucha Underground, or
he just
TNA,
likes to say the whole thing because it's like his name, Nicholas. He doesn't like abbreviations.
or Japan Wrestling. All right.
Fuck off.
So this week it started off with Stone Cold opening up Raw, which he hasn't done in 4 years.
I like that guy. He's always my favorite wrestler.
I think it was always like him and The Rock are always gonna be like
They were the best.
like Stone Cold, he represented everything that I loved as a child. Just like fuck this system, fuck you, you're my boss, but fuck you.
You went against.
when I grow up, I want to
authority.
wear black underwear, a leather vest, and be bald.
Yeah, dude, he was my fucking hero.
I want to show it to my
shorts. Them shorty shorts.
I want to grow up and break my knee 7,000 times and wear a knee brace forever. And then show it to my boss's hospital and beat his ass.
He's the only dude who could rock the shorty shorts, though.
Why are you looking?
I have to look.
Let's be honest, we all looked.
Yeah,
we could not look.
So he opened up for his podcast with Brock Lesnar, which was, it wasn't the best thing. Like, I thought he was going to do more, but it wasn't the best opening. So he opens up talking about his podcast with Brock Lesnar. And then, of course, he introduces The Undertaker.
Nice.
Wait, so they're both there?
They were all there.
Stone Cold introduces the man who needs no introduction.
Yeah, so Undertaker comes out, does his slow 15-minute entries.
That's always like...
Wait, so
been funny to me.
is this when he's like has like the podcast set up, or this is during Raw?
This was during Raw. He comes to the Stone Cold comes
because
to
when we left, the last thing I saw was Brock Lesnar doing the interview with Stone Cold. So I'm just
setting
imagining
it up,
them.
no.
I'm imagining them like at the podcast and just like Undertaker shows up and he just walks slowly from the door, just for 15 minutes.
Come on, man.
I'll get there.
We got
No, Stone Cold's in the ring and he's doing his opening stuff. And so he's like, oh, so the Undertaker is gonna come out, and he says the last Hell in a Cell that Undertaker's gonna be in.
I mean, I believe that. He's old as shit.
Yeah.
So.
And so this could be the last one. Could be. And so Undertaker takes 15 minutes to come out there. And he finally comes out there, says 2 words, literally 2 words.
What does he say?
He's like,
I'm here,
Brock Lesnar, I'm coming for you. And then
Nick, that's like 5 words.
Okay. A little bit more than 2 words. And so, of
6
course,
if you count the 2 words put together.
Brock Lesnar almost immediately interrupts him with Paul Heyman, being Paul Heyman, doing his shit, and just going, Paul Heyman is amazing on the mic.
He's my favorite person to watch.
When he's on the mic,
yeah, he's the best.
it is, he freestyles everything.
Dude, I'd buy a Paul Heyman rap album.
I would, too.
Yeah, I would.
And you know what it'd be called?
What?
Brock Lesnar.
The best thing about him when he says it is his under neck fat that jiggles when he says it. God,
Like
I
a
love
turkey.
that shit. Yeah, it's
Dude,
good.
I'd love to see a cartoon version of Paul. I'd love to watch a cartoon about Paul Heyman managing cartoon wrestlers.
I wish I had a Paul Heyman to follow me around in regular life and do all my talking for me.
Yes,
God,
that would be
that'd great.
amazing.
Like when the next Pokemon game comes out, I'm naming one of them fucking Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman, yeah.
Like the starter.
But, Brock Lesnar doesn't do anything. He sits there, jumps up and down, while Paul Heyman talks for him, and Brock Lesnar is getting paid a buttload
Oh yeah.
for just sitting there jumping up and down.
He doesn't even, when he came,
doesn't do anything.
he's like, I signed an exclusive contract for WWE. Didn't fucking show up for fucking
He
5
doesn't.
months.
This is the first time since SummerSlam that he showed up.
Well, it's because they need him. They don't
Yeah.
have any choice.
And so he shows up, does his dance, and of course Undertaker is like, oh, since I have nothing, since you took everything away from me, making me, lose my streak, I have nothing to lose now, Hell in a Cell. And so Brock Lesnar was like, all right, then let's fight. And so Undertaker does his little thing. So they're about to fight, and Brock Lesnar's gets up to the ring, jumps up there. Paul Heyman is screaming, don't do it, Brock! Don't do it, Brock! And so Brock just looks at him and was like, he's right, and walks away. That was it.
All right.
That was it.
Before we leave Paul Heyman, can I just say I want him to get a prosthetic ponytail because I missed the ponytail of Paul Heyman.
Yeah. The Paul
I did
Heyman
miss that
ponytail was the
ponytail.
shit.
Hashtag Paul Heyman ponytail. Bring it back.
I did like that ponytail. And so it leads into New Day versus Dudley's and Cena.
Didn't they do this? They did this already, right? Didn't they do this last week?
Did they? No, they haven't. They haven't done this one yet.
You sure?
It was Cena versus Big E.
Oh, that's right.
And then New Day showed up, and then Dudley showed up, and then Dolph Ziggler showed up a couple weeks ago. But this time it was finally New Day versus Dudley's and Cena, and I love it when New Day come out.
Dude, New Day is like the little wrestlers that could. Like, there's no reason for them to be as fucking successful as they are.
Yeah, I love them.
Like,
Only because they troll.
Like, I like them, but I hate the fact that I fucking that's a guilty pleasure watching them.
It is.
Like, I feel shitty about watching them. Except fucking Xavier Woods. I fucking hate Xavier Woods.
Why?
Because
he is the best.
He doesn't fucking like. I would be.
He doesn't do anything. He just trolls.
Like
everyone.
Paul Heyman light.
Yes.
No, he's Paul Heyman dark.
He literally trolls everyone.
That was good.
He trolls everyone, and he just screams. And I do not know how he can scream at each event, probably, and still have his voice.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be fine with him if he fucking wrestled, but he doesn't fucking wrestle.
But when he does wrestle, it's hilarious.
I've never seen him
He
wrestle.
wrestled today.
I
I
was at work.
And it's funny when he wrestles. Like, I think it was last week when Kane grabbed him, and he just screams like a little girl just for his life, like he's going to die. Like, literally, a monster's going to kill him. And that is the best.
a monster was going to kill them.
It was, but it's just funny how the way he reacts. And, like, I love New Day. Like, I love it when they come out there. They troll the fans. They, like, shit on, like, their heroes. And then...
But everybody loves it, like...
And then they still clap
Like, only
for
in
'em.
wrestling can, like, somebody come out and be like, fuck my fans, they're stupid. And they're like, we love it! Yes!
Like, who did...
More!
Oh, who, God, it was the football quarterback who injured his shoulder.
Tony Romo?
Yes, he shit on Tony Romo.
Nice.
And, like...
Fuck that guy.
And so the fans were like, boo. And then all of a sudden they were like, yay. And, like, they don't know who to...
Wrestling fans are fickle, dude.
The only thing they agree on is that 50% hate John Cena and 50% love him.
That's it.
That's the only
And, of
thing.
course, when John Cena comes out, they're like, you know, John Cena sucks. And then they're like,
That's good.
you know, the whole John Cena thing.
Like, I feel like the John Cena split is between young fans. Like, I've never met...
is.
That's it. Like,
well,
if you listen to when they do... Let's go Cena sucks, that whole chant.
It's a really high pitch.
Yeah.
Let's go
Yeah.
Cena sucks.
Every single time. That's how I know that split is real.
But New Day wins.
Of course.
By cheating, grabbing the tights.
Ah.
And so they win. And of course, Dudley's and Cena don't like it. So they beat the shit out of Xavier Woods.
Please tell me they put him through a table again.
And so, like, it's so funny because Big E and Kofi are trying to run away, but then they're like, oh my god, we forgot about Woods. And Woods already got, like...
He's like
he
their
got
dumb
AA.
little brother.
Yeah, he got AA, so he's out. And so, like, they were like, should we go back for him? And all of a sudden, the Dudleys called for the table.
Ah. Fuck.
And so the whole time, like, Big E and Kofi are on the ground at, like, the rampway, just like, no, like, should we go for him? And Cena's like, you know, of course Cena's trying to be the hero, just like, come on. And then they put him through the table.
Nice.
I love
They
the
put Xavier through the table.
I
Again.
love the wrestling trope that, like, once you're on the ramp, there's just an invisible barrier. Like,
Yeah.
like I can't do it. I'm like fucking.
Like,
can't.
they literally,
Like-
yeah, they didn't
like,
do anything.
You
They were
remember
just like,
back when Seth Rollins was Mr. Money in the Bank and Dean Ambrose would be like fucking with his briefcase? He'd be on the ramp and he's like, no, you can't do that, no. Rusev does it all the time too. Like, it'd fucking like be in there and like
No.
he's like, no,
And he gets
no.
mad.
But it's the
I've
ramp
gone too
wall.
far. I've gone too far. I can't go any further.
It's like those electric fences, like those collars that dogs, those invisible fences. That's like just can't fucking go.
It reminds me of that scene in episode 3 of Star Wars. At the very end, when Obi-Wan and Anakin are fighting, he's like, I've got the upper ground. There's nothing you can do.
Don't do it. I'm in the
don't
ring.
do
Don't
it.
do it.
Don't
Yeah,
do it.
if they go past the ramp, then Obi-Wan's just gonna come up and chop their
Cut the
fucking
legs
legs off. That's why they don't go.
I was thinking of This Is the End, where it was after the masturbation scene, and then he's like walking away, and Seth Rogen is like, "Why are you walking away?" And he's like, "I've gone too far." He's like, "You literally not have you're right there, 10 feet away from me. You can come back." He's like, "No." That's how I imagine it. He's like, he's gone too far, but he really hasn't. But anyways, this went into the Bellas versus Team Bad, like we've seen every single week.
My thing is, they started out really strong with this
They
whole
did.
Divas Revolution
It was
thing,
amazing.
but then they fell into doing the
Alright.
same thing that the Divas were doing before.
Oh, Bellows versus the World.
Exactly.
You know what they should have done?
Nothing's
like
changed.
they should have like had like what Paige did, but on every fucking team. Like, okay, Paige flips out, and then Deaf Girl and Charlotte. Like, I don't care what anybody says. Becky Lynch is my hero, and she's a hero to the deaf people.
She's not.
Have you heard her talk? She's deaf.
She's Irish.
She's Scottish.
Scottish.
No,
Deaf.
she's deaf.
Something like
Irish
that.
or
Look me in my
Scottish.
eyes right now.
She's not
you can't-
deaf.
You didn't
God,
look me in my
I fucking
eyes.
hate
You
you.
can't
Oh,
see
man.
me.
I fucking hate you.
Anyways, so that team implodes, and then Sasha Banks. Everybody fucking loves Sasha Banks for some
Yeah,
fucking
they
reason.
do.
Just
I
have
love
her
Sasha
have her
Banks.
be like, you guys are holding me back. I'm just gonna fucking leave.
I mean, that's gonna happen eventually.
But it should have all happened at once,
It
and that
should
way
have.
you could have like everybody be their own character, like you do in the regular WWE, but with Diva. And then you could
Nikki
have like
breaks out from her group.
yeah, they kind of fucked
Because
up.
you
'cause-
don't need Brie. Brie doesn't do anything.
She's dead weight.
and
I
then
hate that
Fox
shit.
doesn't. Fox literally doesn't do anything.
She does. She's the Xavier Woods of Team Bella.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except she's not entertaining.
They just had to put her in there for no reason.
no, because she's like the only we gotta throw all of them except Natalia because nobody fucking cares about Natalia.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, she's
I don't like it.
Natalia's back, but she doesn't really do anything.
Every time I see anything about Natalia, like on like any type of WWE, it's like Natalia was attacked backstage.
Oh,
that
was last week. I was
So
just
and so
like,
retaliates against Natalia. I'm like, what? She just gets fucking beat up all the time.
Yeah, that was
job.
last week. I'm like, she comes back, and then like 2 weeks later, beat up.
She's like the Bo Dallas of the of the Divas division.
So of course the Bellas wins. Bella wins, and it's
How long was the match? Like 5 minutes?
yeah, it wasn't that long. It was a tag match. It was Nikki and Fox versus Naomi and Sasha, and it was just it wasn't that good.
I mean, I will say I'll give them credit. Lately, the Divas matches have been a lot longer than they used to be.
That's true.
It was a little bit longer.
They're giving
but
them
it was
a
just
lot more
boring.
time, and it's well deserved for a lot of the divas that are in there. But
It wasn't.
needed-
But they don't have like I feel like nobody's fucking writing them like
Yeah.
scripts. Like they're just like all right, we got John Cena versus Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar versus Vince McMahon, and then like Divas is fucking just throw her titties around.
What do we do?
Whatever.
It almost feels like they're writing it.
What did
Yeah,
we do last week?
and they're not writers.
Oh yeah, let's do it again.
Exactly.
Let's do it again, except let's mix up the partners.
Like I almost feel like the Paige breakout was just her being fucking frustrated because the Divas division isn't fucking going
it
anywhere.
really isn't. Like the best diva division is NXT. Like Bailey versus Sasha was amazing.
That's what I heard.
Wow, I watched it. It was really good. And so after that, Rollins came out there with Shawn Michaels, and they got in an argument about
Hell yeah.
how Rollins was the next Shawn Michaels.
It's a stretch.
I don't think he's next Shawn Michaels.
I mean,
but-
Triple H is gonna treat him like the next Shawn Michaels.
I mean, I like Seth Rollins.
I do too. I really like.
He's-
I'm waiting for his fall. Like they're just.
It's gonna happen.
I don't think he deserved to be the first person to have the fucking like WWE championship and the
The U.S. title.
yeah.
I like that. I like that. I'm waiting for. We'll talk about this in the predictions for Hell in a Cell, but I'm gonna keep my predictions of what's I think is gonna happen. But he comes out there, and him and Shawn Michaels getting a little, argument. And Shawn Michaels like, oh, also you're up next fighting Ryback, because Ryback has nothing to do anymore.
That's true. He really has nothing. Poor guy.
So they're like, oh, we're going to put you with Ryback. So Ryback comes out there, and of course, Ryback is a brute. I hate watching Ryback because I feel like he doesn't know how to wrestle, and he literally just manhandles everyone.
That's
my
good.
favorite part.
That's good. I
That's
like
my
that.
favorite
Like, I
part
feel
of
like-
it.
Wait, that's the same thing Brock Lesnar does.
I
and you
feel like
love
when
Brock
he
Lesnar.
hits his opponent, he literally hits them.
Good.
Good.
That's
And when he
what I
throws
want.
them out of the ring, he literally throws them.
You're
like,
not saying anything bad about
Like
him.
you're hyping me up more
This,
for
this
Ryback.
is awesome.
Like, you could tell. And
Like I'm
I
on the
feel like
Ryback
he
train.
hurts
You're
everyone.
making me climb
No.
out of the window of the Ryback train and get on top and surf
hate-
the Ryback train.
I hate
Take
Ryback. I hate watching Ryback. He's boring. He's dull. When he gets on the mic, all he does is talk about him being the underdog, and he's not the underdog. Like
he was the now he still kind of is. Like nobody's writing Team like Ryback.
Now that he doesn't have a title, he's back to being an underdog.
But he's boring to watch. Like when he's out there, he's boring. He does almost the same moves.
He's discount Goldberg basically.
Yes, he doesn't do anything special. And they even chant Goldberg for him.
Goldberg. Oh, Goldberg. Can you imagine just the fucking Borg from Star Trek, just all gold though?
I was totally thinking
Beetleborgs.
Well, that too.
Seth Rollins wins with the pedigree, which I still think he should not have.
No, that's such like
it's like a passing of the mantle.
Yeah, I like it.
Or passing of the torch.
I feel like when he does it, it doesn't suit him. Maybe because he's such a small guy.
Yeah, so it's weird when he does it.
I feel like he needs more of an agile move, like
a curb stomp.
Curb stomp was perfect.
Now.
It's stupid.
They need to give him something more, like maybe on the turnbuckle or something like more agile.
Yeah, no, he can totally just pick up Sting and throw his spine into a turnbuckle and almost fucking paralyze him.
Pretty funny.
But fake curb stomps, nope, too much. Too much.
And so Seth Rollins wins.
Of course he fucking does.
After that is a match that we've seen a lot. It's Dolph Ziggler, Neville, Cesaro versus Rusev, Barrett, and Sheamus.
I'm bored just hearing that lineup.
It's like almost the same matches except a different.
You know what that is?
Mix.
That's them. Like we need to make these people wrestle, but we can't come up with a reason.
Let's just
for
put
it.
them all together.
Just do a mixed bag, like a mix and match.
Sometimes that's what I feel about how they book some people. Like they just put names in a hat.
Like
who's gonna be in this
when you're like
match?
walking through Walmart and you see that DVD that has like 3 different random movies together.
Yeah,
that's basically what that match is. Like,
and they make no sense.
These 3 movies won't sell by themselves, but maybe if we bundle them together, like it's basically a bundle deal.
Yeah,
that's what that match is.
It was a terrible match. Like Neville is super fun to watch, but they're not pushing him enough. Dolph Ziggler, he's only good because he gets beat up, and yet he still wins.
Yeah. And he's super fucking dramatic about getting
How does
beat
he
up.
still win when he's on the ground, pops up, hits him, and then he goes back on the ground?
That's why everybody likes him.
He's like
he's like a not underdog.
It's weird watching him wrestle, but it's still fun. Cesaro is always fun to watch.
No, what?
I love watching Cesaro.
Am I the one who thinks Cesaro is fucking bland as hell?
Cesaro.
His mic skills are pretty shitty, but like his in-ring skills are.
His move is to swing you around and then just place you down, basically.
I think Paul Heyman should pick him up.
Again?
He already did, and nothing happened.
Oh, Paul Heyman did pick him up.
Yeah, and
then nothing
happened.
That was right because he was with what's his name, the mustache.
Yeah,
and then Paul Heyman was like, "You should join me after winning the Andre the Giant medal or trophy."
While we're speaking of Cesaro, whatever the fuck happened to Jack Swagger? Like, is he filming like a movie trilogy or some shit?
He's just. I think he might be dead. Like,
I like Jack Swagger sometimes.
Him and all the other guy, the guy with the mustache.
Zeb Coulter.
He's done.
Zeb Coulter. Oh, I like them.
After that, Rusev and Barrett and Sheamus win. Of course, I think it was with the tights.
Again with the tights.
It was something
twice
stupid.
in one night.
Why?
Yeah.
What is your deal with the tights?
I don't like tights. I think that's a cheap way.
Can you rephrase that so it doesn't sound like
Shut
you're
up.
like I just want them to go wrestle naked.
Yeah.
I think if grabbing the tights is it's kind of like tapping out. Like I know Paige got a lot of like they think she was on punishment when a couple weeks ago Natalya beat her by tapping out. And they say that's kind of like a bad form, like the way she tapped out. Like it was kind of like
I have a bad form of tapping out.
Like not bad form, like it feels like she's on punishment, like it was a give Natalya a win. It's kind of like what they're doing with Mark Henry.
Oh.
Let's just put this person in there just to give me. And that's what it felt like with Paige. Like,
but it
was a give me.
It's
and that's
not
what
a
it feels
give me
like
if he
with the tights.
fucking loses.
Like with the tights, it felt like that. Like, they're just gonna give him that with tights. It's not like a good match where you hit him with the finisher. And
so you never hit him with the finisher. You like rolled him up.
You just roll him up real quick with tights, and it's just like, and you grab the tights like you're not supposed to. Like all the bad guys that grab the tights, and it's like the referee's not looking.
Yeah.
You grab tights and you win, and then the person's like, like, oh my god.
Can you do that one more time?
Macaulay Culkin over here.
Yeah, that was great. The scream.
But after that, Ric Flair came out.
God. The immortal Ric Flair.
In his drunken state, came out and just kind of like just talked.
Rambled.
He just rambled.
He's the best. I love that guy.
Dude, I hope somebody with like animation skills just makes a cartoon about Ric Flair's drunken adventures.
Oh my god.
He just
I'd watch that.
He just rambles. He just rambles, and so of course Roman Reigns comes out there. You know, like, what are you doing, Ric Flair?
Somebody
And
had
Ric
to
Flair
get
just
the fuck
like
out
he
of
just
there.
has that like he's like every time you see your friend drunk and he looks from you across the bar, that's what Ric Flair looks like all the time. Like he sees around, he's just like
Yeah. And that's what he basically did. He kind of didn't know where he was at. And of course, the Wyatts come out. But they came out with not Luke Harper.
No, they came out with Luke Harper.
Was it Luke Harper?
No, because we
I was so confused
we were
while
watching
watching
this,
it.
and like we both thought we saw. Maybe we're dumb. Like somebody correct us if we're wrong, but I swear we were watching it. It was Luke Harper, Bray Wyatt, and Brow Strongman.
A strong man.
Brow strong.
And like so then like basically like you tell like basically Roman Reigns like taunting them to come in, and so he goes. Bray Wyatt goes in there. They're sitting across.
They're
from each
sitting
other.
on chairs. Because he's like, I got a chair for me, I got a chair for you. Let's make this civil. So they're sitting on chairs. You know that's not going to last.
No.
So they're
Somebody's getting hit
talking.
with that chair.
All of a sudden, Roman's just like, he's not punching him. He's just like, just doing that. Like, oh, you a big man? You a big man? And all of a sudden, he's just like, Roman just went, just smacked him in the face.
And then, okay, so it's still at this point, it's Luke Harper, it's Strowman, Strawman, and Bray Wyatt. And then all of a sudden, fucking, like, Eric Rowan comes out, and he's and then
Rowan.
Luke Harper's gone.
Luke Harper's gone. I don't know.
You know what? That's not the. I heard that on Twitter too. There was a lot of people tweeting about how they thought it was Eric or not.
Yeah, because we saw that it was Luke Harper
thought
and
it was
Strowman,
Luke
and then we're like,
Harper.
oh, Eric Rowan's showing up now because I haven't seen him since like the last time I saw him was like a couple months after
Yeah.
Survivor Series when he was like, let's make him a good guy. Nope, nobody fucking
and
cares
he's
about him.
with the Wyatts, and it's super weird.
And then Luke Harper just disappeared. Like you don't even see. Like when they walked
He's
back,
gone.
he wasn't even there.
He's gone.
That's weird.
He's gone, and so like it goes to a commercial, and it comes back with Brie versus Charlotte, another boring divas match.
Brie got her asshole kicked in, didn't she?
Yeah,
Sucks.
She
Sucks
got-
to
Yeah,
suck.
but my girl Becky Lynch keeping
Yeah, she
keeping
was
it,
on the
phoning it down for
sideline,
our deaf fans.
What she do with sign language to the crowd?
No, she can talk. She was talking to the crowd.
Oh yeah, that's dumb. Why would I say
it
that?
didn't last long.
It's the dumbest thing I ever said.
It didn't last long, and Charlotte Charlotte won.
I mean, I would hope so.
But there was a pretty cool interview with Paige after. I don't know what they're saying. She just looked really good.
Yeah.
That's what really matters.
But after that was the best match. You ready for this?
I think so.
Kevin Owens versus Mark Henry.
Yeah, that match was
What?
about as exciting as you expected it to
Were they just giving Mark Henry a match since they were in Texas?
be. Yeah, pretty much.
He comes out there.
But they didn't even hype him up at all. Like people didn't even seem that excited to see him. Like
No.
he walked, he was like, and he like gave some high fives, and he walked to the ring, and then 2 minutes later he's like, whoa, beat up.
Where am I? It was amazing though that Kevin Owens did the pop-up powerbomb on him though.
What? That
Yeah.
guy's like 400 pounds.
It looked weird, but he did it.
I bet he didn't get him up high.
He got him up super high though.
He got him up to like shoulder level.
He did it
Jesus.
completely, but it still looks weird.
What the fuck?
So of course Kevin Owens wins.
Yeah.
You know what bothers me about Kevin Owens? Like it's like aside from all the other problems I have with Kevin Owens,
I got it. He's Canadian.
No,
He is
that's okay. I'm gonna add that to the list. But like out of all the problems I have with him, he does this after every fucking match, and I'm sure I'm not the only one who's seen it. He knows what I'm talking about.
I do.
After every fucking match, you see him like it doesn't matter what happens. He's like, oh my head.
He always grabs the back of
Oh
his-
yeah, oh
He's
I
like,
won my
yeah.
my belt.
I have
Oh
seen
my
that.
belt. Oh my head. Like every fucking time. Like what are you doing?
It's the pop-up powerbomb. That's what does it.
It hurts his head.
It hurts his head.
Hurts his head on the way down.
He says like, oh that must hurt his head really bad. Oh that sucks for you, Mark Henry.
I love Kevin Owens.
He's
He's
my
my favorite.
hate Kevin Owens.
He's such a troll. I love it when he like gets in the ring and then he gets out of the ring and just walks away. He's like, I'm too good for this.
I specifically hate him for all the reasons that you like him.
He's such a troll. I love the trolls. That's why I like New Day, because they troll.
Yeah, but I don't like him. But he's like a douchebag about like. If you want to be a troll and funny, like New Day's funny. Like I enjoy, like at least they make me laugh. I don't like Xavier Woods because he doesn't wrestle. If he wrestled, it'd be fine.
He wrestles.
Kevin Owens is just a shit dick. Like fuck that guy.
Well, hopefully Mark Henry's retires, because he's not doing anything.
Have him and Big Show retire at the same
Yeah.
time?
Yeah, let's
Have
place,
them fight each
let's
other,
place bets on
retire.
which one of them will retire first.
Mark Henry, totally.
He already came out and said he's
Big
retiring.
Show's way too stubborn.
Yeah.
It seems
Mark
like.
Henry already came out and
He
said
had an
he's
interview
retiring
like a
soon.
couple months ago where he said that his career's getting close to the end.
Okay.
I mean, obviously.
Big Show probably has one more year. Mark Henry probably will be
Dude, Big
retiring
Show was
about
like
3 months.
I remember like
3-4
when I was
months.
younger, I used to watch Big Show. He was like fun to
The
watch.
Giant when he
and
was
now
called
he's
the
just
Giant.
like Like his knockout punch
That's
is like
so flaccid.
It's
it is like it's
so stupid.
it's so lame.
It's like watching a punch in slow motion.
Yeah.
Like everything he does is so slow. Like, he even gets beat in slow motion.
The 3 count takes longer.
1, 2, like even when he falls off the turnbuckle, he just falls and fucking like.
Like they go to a commercial break and he's still. So the main event was Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns did not have a partner because it was supposed to be Randy Orton, but he got injured.
He's filming a movie.
And so versus the Wyatts, as always, as everything.
Wait, so you didn't see it, did you?
No.
Who do you think they got for his partner?
Seth Rollins.
Oh, god damn
Seth
it.
Rollins comes out there.
I didn't think you would get
And
that
like
the first go.
Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose were looking at each other like,
The fuck?
what? Is this a Shield reunion? And so Seth Rollins comes in there and he's like, I got this. I'm the leader. He's like slapping them. He's like, I'm the leader. You know, I got this.
That's how
I
you know
got
well.
this. And so he's telling them to go in the corner. And I think it was Eric Rowan who's the first person out for the Wyatts. And so he turns around and he just looks at Eric Rowan and he's like,
Nah.
and he tags Roman.
He looks at him, he backs up looking like, okay. He just turns around, slaps Roman, jumps out. He's like, get him. Get him.
And Roman is just
What a
looking at him like,
He's like,
God.
seriously?
Bruh.
but of course this match it kind of goes on and then
Seth Rollins almost broke his fucking knee.
yes,
Like bad. Like
I don't know if that
like
was
no, that was not fucking scripted. They tried to hit him like with some move. It was like a fucking reverse
Was it Eric
rock
Rowan?
bottom. No, it was Bray Wyatt.
It was Bray Wyatt.
Oh,
Okay.
he
It was
does
Bray
that
Wyatt.
thing.
Yeah,
he
that
does?
fucking twist around like face slam thing. But when he landed, his foot landed like this.
He pulled out his knee though.
Yeah,
for
like,
some weird
like he
reason.
put his leg out and like he caught it like on the heel. And so like he almost like fucking bent it backwards, but he slid it around. But
He
he
immediately rolled out there, and Roman and Dean both went like
Yeah,
right to him
holy
immediately.
and then he's like, get off me! I don't like you
Yeah,
guys.
he's like, I got it. I'm fine.
Staying in character till the end.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And
That's
so-
why he's the champion.
It
Hey.
is. It's so like what Roman was like out, and it was just Dean getting like his ass beat,
boy.
and it was of course it's Seth Rollins like come at me, bro. I got you. And Dean's right there, and he's like.
Oh my knee!
My
My knee!
My knee!
Ah!
And so he limps away. He limps out. He limps
He just
out.
leaves.
He
He
leaves.
leaves completely.
He limps out.
Oh, fuck that.
So Dean's like, really? And so of course, but they bring it back and they win it.
Well,
No,
it
it's
was
disqualification.
because he brought because Straw Man came in and he hits him with that fucking the move
The
that I
stupid-
fucking hate. He's like, ugh.
Oh, like the weird bear hug.
I call it the noodle grab because every time he grabs them, their arms just turn into fucking noodles.
Hey, what are you supposed to do with a man
Because
that big?
that's such a stupid. Like,
It is.
I'm gonna hug you. I'm gonna hug you. So then he came out and Dean Ambrose brings out his fucking signature weapon, the kendo
Kendo
stick.
stick.
Yep.
And so there's this But then Roman Reigns just fucking ran train on the entire Wyatt family.
Oh,
And
that's why it's my favorite.
that's how it ended.
Pretty.
It was alright.
It was pretty standard.
Yeah,
Monday
it's pretty
Night Raw.
pretty standard Raw.
I mean, is it Hell in a Cell's like next week? I thought they would
Hell in
like.
a Cell is next week.
I figured there would be like something.
Well, it's not next week. It's this Sunday.
Well,
Yeah.
I meant it's like the next
Yeah.
wrestling event that I'm going to watch.
No, gotcha.
Because fuck SmackDown, I don't watch SmackDown.
And I miss the days where SmackDown and Raw were like two separate brands.
That's what I'm hoping they will do soon.
Because it gives you an incentive to watch SmackDown. If it's just like
Now SmackDown is Raw light.
yeah, and I don't want to see that shit. I already watched Raw.
And all the big, like, nothing big happens on SmackDown.
Yeah.
And anything that big that does happen, they tell me in Raw or the pay-per-view, so I already know.
Alright, so our predictions for Hell in a Cell 2015. The pre-show match is Randy Orton and Dean Ambrose versus the Wyatt families.
They're putting that in the pre-show. That seems like a pretty
But
big deal.
Randy Orton's not there though. So
Oh, so
I
they have
don't
to-
know who's going to be Dean Ambrose's
Seth
partner.
Rollins again.
Wait, you said it's just Randy Orton, Dean Ambrose?
Randy Orton, Dean Ambrose versus
Well, they're probably just gonna use Roman Reigns then.
Strowman.
Wouldn't
No, Strowman and Luke Harper or
Aaron
Aaron
Rowan.
Rowan.
Depending on
They may
the
switch
switcheroo
again, yeah.
situation.
So we don't know who Dean Ambrose's partner is. I have a feeling that the Wyatt family is going to win though.
I think they'll win that one too.
Yeah.
But I think
It's a pre-show though.
if they win the pre-show, then Roman is gonna beat Bray
Yeah.
Wyatt for sure.
That's why I was going to put my prediction in.
Oh, that's right, because they're having a match. I forgot.
Yeah.
In the Hell in the Cell, yeah.
Yeah, they're probably. That's what I'm putting my money on.
So another card, their match is Kevin Owens versus Ryback for the title.
Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens, yeah.
Yeah.
Because fucking WWE is dick riding Kevin Owens so hard.
Because he's good. A lot of people like him.
As much as I would like to see Ryback get the title again, I don't
want to see.
I think his time was done. There's nobody for him to really wrestle except for Kevin Owens.
They didn't really give him like a chance to like defend it against anybody though.
That's true, but I mean, he was hurt, so what are they gonna do?
Like WWE just like doesn't want to like take chances. And it was like, let's give it to all of our popular wrestlers. And then nobody can beat them ever, thing is that except each other.
They're kind of listening to the fans now, and the fans really love Kevin Owens, and they want Kevin Owens.
Yeah, but the problem is like you can't
have a good story.
But, okay, when he broke into WWE less than a year ago,
yeah,
and already they're just like, oh, give him a fucking championship.
Like he was in NXT for maybe
and then
6
as
months.
soon as he came out, the first thing he did is like, oh, let's just have him fight John Cena all the time.
Oh,
let's fight him contend for the USA Championship.
Triple H liked him, and he's actually really good. He's a great wrestler.
Whether or not you
he's
like
great
him,
on the mic.
But you have to build it. You have to build it. You can't just get. Imagine if he just came and was like, "Oh, Kevin Owens WWE Championship immediately."
When
we like
Ryback had the IC title, it was annoying having him come out there and preach, "I deserve this because of this and that."
But nobody gave him a chance to like defend it against anyone. They didn't give him any matches.
Let's show a clip show of me again for the 5th time that you've seen already. It's like, you know how many times I've seen that stupid clip show of him working his way up from NXT and how he got cut off. Or Tough Enough.
Okay, but they didn't give him anything. They give everything to fucking like their top tier characters all the time.
It's a business. That's how it has to work.
He's just not Ryback. I don't think he deserves it. He's a mid card, and he's.
If you can make a fucking Howard Duck book and a Squirrel Girl book work, you can make fucking Ryback work. Okay, stop being fucking lazy.
Yeah, I mean you could.
And write some fucking shit.
But it's about quick wins.
It is. And, after this,
Kevin,
after
instant
this,
gratification.
That's exactly what it is.
I want Kevin Owens versus Brock Lesnar versus Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Vince McMahon.
In WrestleMania 30, Daniel Bryan was not supposed to be in the main event or even first.
Daniel Bryan wasn't supposed to be fucking born. Fuck that guy.
He wasn't even supposed to be fighting at all. But he did because the fans, WWE was like, you know what, the fans really like him. Let's give him a shot, and he proved it. And Daniel Bryan is actually a really good wrestler.
Shut the fuck up. I'm not getting in. No.
He's an amazing...
Next match. What's the next match on the card? No.
The New Day versus the Dudleys.
You got to think the Dudleys
have to have
the
tag
if you bring back the Dudleys and they're gonna fucking lose,
they're gonna win it because it's been way too long.
They've
lost 3 times in a row.
Well, they just got the back from primetime players.
2 months ago. About 3-4 months ago.
That's not a long time. But I still think the Dudleys are gonna get it.
But what I think would be a better storyline for them to do is have New Day win, pick up that second win. The next pay-per-view is TLC.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Survivor Series.
Is it? No, I thought TLC
Survivor Series is always in November because it's the Thanksgiving one.
I'm saying wait until TLC to get
TLC's in December because that's the kind of pay-per-view that you kind of like.
You gotta wait.
Wait, TLC's fucking amazing.
TLC's cool.
Do you remember the TLC with I think it was Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins? That one was fucking crazy.
But I'm saying
that was Bray Wyatt.
Is it Bray Wyatt?
It was Bray Wyatt.
A tables match for the tag team championships.
That's what I thought they were going to do with this one.
Give it to them there. I think that would be ideal.
What I think is
or have them defend it, bring them have them a really have something that would just get fucking all the Raw. They just get fucking worked, and then they defend it at TLC.
I can see that
against primetime players or
I want to see them because there's not really any other team or Lucha Dragons against. Oh, that's weird. Dudleys versus Lucha Dragons.
Dudleys versus the Ascension.
TLC. We need more Ascension now. Who? Why are they not pushing more Ascension
up? And then they were just nah.
You know what happened with Ascension? Somebody at WWE headquarters was like, I don't fucking like these guys. I don't like the message they're pushing. We're not going to give them
I think it was the Road Warriors one because they said something about the Road Warriors.
Yeah, they shat on them for 2 weeks.
And that's when WWE was like, listen, guys, you can't be doing
But they're probably the ones who wrote that for them.
I think they get a little bit of leeway with what they say. I think they were just kind of we're as good
okay, but two weeks in a row, really, you don't think anybody else told them?
They just got shitted on by that.
They're cool. They have a cool fucking finisher.
Yeah, I'm all up for a team.
I think they need to practice with their mic skills.
Yeah, I agree.
They have no charisma at all. They come out there and they're just literally screaming.
I'm okay with you can make that work.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I like the idea of people coming out and they're just fucking unhinged animals that just beat the shit out of people.
That's why I like Dean Ambrose.
But Dean Ambrose is great on the mic.
He is.
He gets out there
true.
and he can talk. He can be like, oh, well, it looks like, the prison.
The prison is here and my body.
No,
so
dude, Dean
let's
Ambrose
fight.
will never be better
Prisoners are
than when he
running the
was
asylum.
He will never be better than when he was trolling Seth Rollins when he had Money in
That
the
was the
Bank.
best.
Like he's
Yeah.
never gonna reset. Like when he came out of the fucking Christmas box.
That
when
was
he
my
when he
favorite.
walked in the box, he's like, nah. He walked away. He's like,
Or like when he's like bringing stuff out of like the fucking like we had the briefcase.
Yeah.
And he fucking trolled him. And he's like, and he opened it up and.
Or when he fucking he stole and he took and he just put the popcorn and the soda in there. Or when he fucking was fighting Bray Wyatt and he was just throwing chairs and he just fucking threw a chair and hit Bray Wyatt right in his fucking head. Oh, so good.
All right, so we all agree that Dudley's probably gonna win.
Well,
I don't think they will.
So you got New Day.
I'm going Dudley's. I think they're gonna get.
I'm going
Dudley's.
New Day.
Dudley's.
Just based on their popularity alone, I don't think they're ready to take the titles yet.
Next one is Charlotte versus Nikki Bella.
Charlotte.
Ooh, yeah. We know she's gonna win.
Why are they doing I mean,
It's
I guess
her
she's
re-
entitled.
She
for the
she
rematch,
did
but-
her title clause.
I'm so fucking tired of Nikki Bella.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of her. Like, unless she has another nit slip, I don't want to see any more fucking Nikki Bella.
I mean, I feel like we have. It's a match that we have to see. We don't want it.
We have to get through it
We have
before
Give
Charlotte.
Becky your chance.
to. No,
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 it's
no,
gonna
no.
be Paige.
Sasha.
It's gonna be.
Sasha. Oh
No!
my god!
It's gonna be a triple threat. It's gonna be a triple threat.
I can get behind
and
that.
hopefully WWE.
Is it actually gonna be a triple threat?
It
Yeah,
probably
I
will
hope
be at
so.
Survivor Series. It's gonna
Oh,
be.
Survivor. I thought you meant this one.
No.
Dude, like, can you imagine a triple threat between like Becky, Sasha Banks, and Nikki and or Charlotte?
Oh man.
Charlotte, Paige, and Sasha.
Well,
Banks.
there's been rumors about
That's got to be it.
a Divas
Well, no, it
tag
can't-
team
Like a separate division.
belts.
They don't have enough divas for that.
They need more. Bring it. They have like NXT girls they can bring over.
Yeah, they got
Yeah,
a
but
lot
they
of
can't
NXT
just. They're
guys.
not they're not expendable. You can't just be like.
The only
"Here,
good
have
one
all my
on
divas."
NXT right now is
Is
Bailey.
Bayley.
Yeah, she's
That's
the only
it.
good one.
Put her and Natalia together.
Oh Jesus.
But they do have a lot. They can bring more. I think they do have a lot of like divas that they can make a tag out of it.
No.
Get rid
I
of
don't
the
think
groups, and they can make a
Okay,
tag.
so they pretty much have 9. They have 9 divas worth using.
Natalia.
So
and
that
then
makes what? Like
10.
4 tag teams?
That makes 10. Yeah, that's about 10. And
I
then
don't
get
think
rid of
so,
like
not
3. That's 7, and then you can make a couple. I mean,
I don't,
They could.
It wouldn't warrant a belt. I don't think. It'd be a cool idea to get the divas more involved, but I don't think they're ready for it yet.
They need more. Make WWE if you're watching. Make more divas.
Yes.
Make them.
Make
Make-
more
Go to your diva factory.
All right.
And hit the Eddie Guerrero.
No.
Or, not Eddie Guerrero.
What?
Eddie Guerrero's wife. Sorry, she was manning the factory, but after she went through the shit pit
Yeah.
on Raw,
Actually,
nobody's manning the diva factory, so nobody's making divas. Like the last diva they tried to make, they fucked up and they turned into selfie stick man.
bro. All right, we got our next match: Roman Reigns versus Bray Wyatt. This is in Hell in a Cell. This is one of the Hell in a Cell matches.
I think this match, the outcome of this match is pretty much determined by the pre-show.
Yeah.
If
It's gonna be the opposite.
yeah, it's whoever wins in the pre-show, the opposite.
I don't know. I feel like Roman Reigns, he's gonna win it no matter what.
I feel like WWE's fucking up with Roman Reigns really
They
bad. Like they need to rebrand him.
Yeah.
They're not like he got really hyped up and then they didn't do anything with him.
Well, they hyped him up too fast, and because they hyped him up so fast, the fans turned on him.
Oh, that sounds a lot like what they're gonna do with Kevin Owens.
Exactly. I think that.
He's not getting a big push though. Kevin Owens is not getting a big push like Roman Reigns did. Roman
That's
Reigns,
yeah.
Well, that's
That's
because
true.
Roman
because
Reigns
Kevin Owens was
had
a part
an
of a
amazing
team.
push. It's like as soon as he got back, wins the Royal Rumble. 2 months later, fighting Brock Lesnar for the heavyweight champion. He's main eventing WrestleMania, which is a lot of wrestlers having. CM Punk has never main event.
Good, fuck that guy. Fuck him and his stupid
There's
Drax
a
comment.
Hey, maybe if you won the Royal Rumble,
that's-
you'd have a chance.
That's why
Whoa.
CM Punk
Maybe
he
he
got
broke
mad.
the record for most outs in a fucking Royal
And that's
Rumble.
why the Miz got mad. It's because they kept doing the same.
Who cares what the Miz thinks?
Because they kept doing the same events. It was John Cena for 2 years in a row. It was John Cena versus The Rock
That's
in the
true.
main event.
Well, we need just less
stupid.
John Cena all around. John Cena's only good for memes and trick videos.
Yeah.
That's it.
He's fun to watch sometimes though. They'll hype up a character.
I'll admit, I'd hate him,
He
but
hyped-
I don't mind watching
He hyped
him.
up Cesaro. He hyped up Kevin Owens. He hypes up whoever he's facing. He's gonna hype him up.
Yeah, he as much as I don't like him, he's really good at putting over the younger wrestlers.
And he's good at showing them the ropes, which is
Fucking
good.
Stupid WWE Superman.
Now this is the one I've been waiting for, and we have to do the predictions of the outcome of this one. Seth Rollins versus Kane.
Seth.
This is not in Hell in a Cell though.
Seth wins this all the way. It's still too early for him to lose it yet. I think they're gonna start planting the seeds of.
Wait, is it Demon Kane or is it
Demon
Corporate
Kane,
Kane?
Demon King.
So
Like, did they like?
it's Demon Kane.
Okay.
And so one of the outcomes I think is there is 2 Kanes. There's literally 2 Kanes.
Dude, I would love.
They trolled the WWE fans.
This is
Can
what I would
say
love.
that this is my favorite Kane gimmick of all time?
Yeah, I agree with
Like
you.
him
100%.
with the split personalities. It's the
It's
best thing they
literally
could have
two.
done with the character.
It's because he's been like for the past like 2 years where I've really been watching wrestling. He's been so fucking boring. They haven't done anything with him. Like he was just like Corporate Kane. He's like, oh, I'm gonna be Demon for a little bit, not fucking doing. Now he's just like now he's actually fun to watch as a character.
Yes.
And I love when he's all cheery and then like they see him. He's like, oh hey guys, I'm Kane.
Yeah,
How you
it's
doing?
so
I'm gonna
good.
make him. It's so good. And this is what I would love. I would love for Demon Kane to come out and just start like bodying Seth. And before he can get Corporate Kane runs out
Oh my
and
God.
saves Seth
Oh my
Rollins at
God.
the end.
I would love
and then
that. Would be
and so then the
amazing.
mystery's like, who's Kane?
I would love that.
That would be
for to
amazing.
happen.
So
And then you can have a new Kane run around and just in the middle matches just come out of the bottom and just fucking eat people up.
So I think that's one outcome. Another one is Kane wins it and has a little stint with it. Second one, Sheamus comes out there because he still
and
has
cashes
Oh
in.
my
He
God.
cashes
And
in.
they've been teasing a cash in for a long time
Fuck
now. so-
that stupid toothpaste looking motherfucker.
All right, and then of course the last one, which is the one I'm hoping for, is Triple H comes out there and beats the shit out of Seth and Kane, and it turns Seth against the Authority. Finally,
It's gonna happen.
it's gonna happen eventually, but I want it to happen now. So at Survivor Series, that will be the big thing. Like Seth has to like find a group of people,
That could be.
and everyone hates him.
And then the Shield comes in
No,
and saves
so
him.
that's the end. So it's finally like Survivor Series time. Like, of course, Triple H has like Rusev, Sheamus,
Yeah.
all the bad people, like Ascension. And then Seth Rollins, it's just Seth Rollins, and all of a sudden Shield comes out.
John
and
Cena comes out.
John
probably.
Cena comes out.
And Randy Orton.
Randy
Dude,
Orton
can you
comes
imagine
out.
Seth Rollins,
Yes.
Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, John Cena, and Randy Orton
On the same team.
That's the ultimate
And Triple
team.
H just
There's no
loses his
team.
shit.
There's no team that can beat that.
And then, like, Seth Rollins is just like, you know, like he's a babyface now.
Yeah.
And so it will be nice. And then, like, at the very end, like, you know, John Cena shakes Seth Rollins' hand. And it's, you know, it's kind of like
Yeah.
passing him the torch, hopefully. And well, wait. Okay, it can't be John Cena because he's out for months.
No, that's true.
So it can't be
is
John
he
Cena.
filming a movie too?
No, he's doing a reality show.
Yeah.
Oh, close enough.
So I think Seth Rollins is going to win it.
By the way, I just learned recently that that's the thing they do because I'm stupid and apparently I'm not into wrestling as much as you guys. I didn't know they were like, oh, he has an injury, and by he has an injury, he's filming a movie. I didn't
Sometimes they
fucking know
do
that.
really have injuries.
Well, sometimes.
Yeah.
But I would fucking love like a heel turn. Not. I guess it wouldn't be a heel. Well, I guess it would be a heel turn. But I would love him to go babyface. Don't make him fucking CM Punk. Don't do that. Fuck that guy. But I would love to see him like maybe not like rejoin Shield, but I'd love to see them reconcile.
If he
at
goes
least.
babyface, I want him to do CM Punk style. Like, be against them.
No, I don't
Not
want-
like, he should be,
I'm okay with him being like against the
Anti-hero.
authority. I'm fine with that. I just don't want him to be CM Punk.
I want him to be CM Punk.
I don't want him to be
want
CM
him to
Punk.
be
No,
CM Punk.
but I would love to see him reconcile with Shield. Like not rejoin Shield. Like Shield's done. It's never come back.
Yeah, no.
But I'd at least like to see them like be like okay with each other.
Yeah. That'll be nice to see, but I think Seth Rollins is going to win it. Though.
I think he's gonna win it.
He's going to keep it.
Definitely.
And then, of course,
I'm
this-
surprised he got like I didn't think much of him when he started. He did a good job.
it's his mic skills.
Yeah,
His mic skills.
he really wasn't. He hasn't been booked properly. I don't think as
With
a
his
champion.
opponents.
Right, exactly. But
He keeps getting screwed.
He's done as much as he can with what he's been given. So gotta give him
The
props. for that.
fucking man. Like the problem with Seth Rollins is like I don't see him competing against like other like I can't see him defending his fucking title against Brock Lesnar or John Cena.
I can see him in a triple threat.
Okay, yeah, a triple threat, yeah.
That's what
sure.
they need to do, more triple threats for titles, because I love those.
Dude, the Seth Rollins and
was-
and Brock
I thi-
Lesnar and Roman Reigns was a great match.
I'm going to, like, when we do our match of the year one, I may put that as my
Which one?
match of the year. Seth Rollins, John Cena, Brock Lesnar for the at Royal Rumble. I love that match.
Yeah, that was good.
You know, but
What was the match at WrestleMania this year? Oh, was it?
It was Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns.
And Roman Reigns.
That was
And then
this
Seth
year?
Rollins cashed it in.
Oh, that's my match. Dude. That was a good match before fucking Rollins came in. Fucker.
Yeah,
So-
that was really good.
That leads to the main event, probably. Brock Lesnar versus Undertaker for the third time.
But it's in the cell.
Yeah.
So I think this can go so many different ways to where it's hard
I don't
it's
even
hard
know.
to be
I don't
decisive
even
because
know.
on one hand you'd like to see the Undertaker go out with a win. Like this might be his last match ever. Mm-hmm. So it would be
I want
cool
Brock
for
Lesnar
him.
to
I'm
win,
saying
though.
that this match is going to cholesterol for the heart attack against fucking Undertaker. Like I was,
He's just gonna die in the ring. He's gonna die in the
last
ring.
match, when I saw him fight Brock Lesnar the last time, was that a pay per view that we
Yeah,
fucking
it was
saw?
SummerSlam.
It was fucking depressing.
awful.
Like it started off good. Like like Undertaker can still wrestle. Don't get me wrong. He can only do it for like 3 minutes though, and then he's just like, I need my fucking walker.
So I
Like,
don't know how he's gonna hold up in
What?
something physical like Hell in the Cell.
They said he is better, though.
I mean,
Medical wise,
time
they
will
say
tell.
he's better, that he's been training a lot more, and that he's ready for this. That he's been preparing himself for 2 months. That's why he has
he's
his
been taking all that baby aspirin.
Yeah. And of course, he tagged with Kane to be Brothers of Destruction in a couple
heard.
matches.
Yeah.
So
Do you know what I would love? I would love to see Undertaker and Kane pass the torch on to like new people.
Ascension.
Maybe no, because they gotta stay
Stop
together.
with
But the
Ascension.
thing with Ascension is they have to stay together. Like,
Yeah.
Ascension's good. They're done.
No.
They tried.
like
I think they're
I would
done.
love Undertaker to pass the torch to Bray Wyatt. That would be a fucking perfect way to pass the
Yes.
torch. Kane, I don't fucking know who the fuck you would give that to. You can't nobody can be
No,
Kane.
you can't be Kane.
Dean
Nah.
Dean as Kane.
Ambrose.
He'd have to be a whole different. Like maybe even Finn Balor came back.
But the thing
you can make him
Finn Balor,
Kane?
he's not like that though. He's more of a. I feel like if he went to roster, he's gonna be a John Cena. He's gonna be a super duper baby
Yep, me
face.
too.
We don't really have. There's nobody like that can replace Kane. There's like no
not
like
yet.
Bray Wyatt's a great fill-in for Undertaker.
Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin
Yeah,
could
from
replace
NXT,
him,
yeah.
or get Samoa Joe or Rhino.
Samoa Joe, can you imagine a fat Kane?
I'm
So-
waiting for them to come up.
So on the so you have Kane or not Kane, Undertaker possibly winning, but on the other hand,
Brock
if
Lesnar needs a win.
Brock Lesnar needs a win after losing
After
at
SummerSlam, he
SummerSlam.
lost at SummerSlam, so he needs a win.
Especially-
And he lost to WrestleMania.
No, he won at WrestleMania. Stupid.
No, Seth Rollins took one because that's when he got the title.
Is he stupid?
Am I thinking of a different match? The one? No, I'm thinking of one.
We're talking about the 3 matches. Okay, so Brock Lesnar beat him at the 30, WrestleMania 30. He beat Undertaker.
No, I was thinking of the one with him and when he fought
We're
Roman
not
Reigns.
talking about
That's
that
the one I
one.
was talking
And
about.
then a year and a half later, he fought him at SummerSlam.
Yeah,
and he
how many-
lost.
he's
So they're 1-1
This
right
is
now.
this is the rubber match.
They're 1-1. So this
And
will
they both-
decide to see who's the big
Yeah.
victor.
They both need the win.
Yeah, they both need it.
yeah,
That's
but
why
Brock
this
Lesnar
is
can
getting
still
hyped.
compete. Give it to Undertaker and have him fucking retire. Well, that was the debut episode of the Turnbuckle. I hope you enjoy it. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe buttons and comment. You know, we'd love to hear the feedback.
Share us too, please. Share us to all
Tell
your
your friends. Tell your friends about the Project Arc.
Share
It's like
some-
electricity because
Yes.
it arcs from person to person. Oh,
Arc.
see what I did there with the wordplay?
You're
Like
awful.
us.